C. Tech number 29, Maintaining Windows. Chapter 10, Maintaining Windows. Following are differences in Windows 7 and Windows XP that are associated with content covered in Chapter 10. Create and use backups in Windows XP. Backup procedures in Windows XP vary significantly from those in Windows 7. In this part of the appendix, we look at how to back up the entire Windows volume, Windows system files, and user data. Windows XP Automated System Recovery. You can use the Windows XP Automated System Recovery (ASR) tool, which is part of the Windows XP backup utility, and backup.exe, to back up the entire volume on which Windows is installed, most likely drive C. A plus 228-100-1.7. Notes: by default, Windows XP Home Edition does not automatically install the backup utility. To install it manually, go to the \value add /msft/ backup folder on your Windows XP setup CD and double-click backup.msn. The installation wizard will complete the installation. The ASR backup process creates two items: a full backup of the drive on which Windows is installed and an ASR floppy disk on which information that will help Windows use automated system recovery is stored. Follow these directions to create the backup and the ASR floppy disk. 1. Click Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, and Backup. The Backup or Restore wizard appears, see Figure C6. 2. Click the Advanced Mode link. The Backup Utility window appears, see Figure C7. On the Welcome tab, click Automated System Recovery Wizard. Then click Next. 3. Select the location of the backup and insert a disk into the floppy disk drive. This disk will become the ASR disk. Click Next and click Finish. 4. The backup process shows its progress, as seen in Figure C8. When the backup is finished, label the disk with the name ASR disk, the date it was created, and the computer's name, and put the disk in a safe place. You will learn how to use the ASR backup to recover from a failed Windows volume later in this appendix. Backup Windows XP system files. Windows XP offers two tools for backing up its system files: System Restore, used to create restore points, and the XP Backup utility. Use System Restore. Here is how to use XP System Restore. Click Start, right-click My Computer, and select Properties. The System Properties box opens. Click the System Restore tab, see Figure C9. Using this box, you can turn on or off System Restore that creates restore points. To manually create a restore point or apply a restore point, click Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, and System Restore. In the System Restore dialog box, select Create a Restore Point or Restore My Computer to an earlier time. You can use the XP Backup utility to back up the system state data, which are the files critical to a successful operating system load. This backup includes all files necessary to boot the OS, the Windows XP registry, and all system files in the root directory of the Windows volume. Back up the system state. Here is how to back up the system state. 1. Click Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, and Backup. The Backup or Restore wizard appears, refer back to Figure C6. Click Advanced Mode. On the Backup Utility window, click the Backup tab, see Figure C10. 2. Check the System State box in the list of items you can back up. Notice in Figure C10 that the system state includes the boot files and the registry. It also includes the COM+ Component Object Model class registration database, which contains information about applications and includes files in the Windows folders. 3. Click Browse to point to where you want the backup saved. You can back up to any media, including a second hard drive, USB drive, or network drive. Click Start Backup. A dialog box appears where you can decide to append the backup to the media or replace the data on the media with this backup. Make your selection, and click Start Backup again. If Windows gives errors or the registry gets corrupted, You can restore the system to the state it was in when the last system state backup was made. To do that, open the Backup Utility window and select the Restore and Manage Media tab, which is shown in Figure C11. In the list of backup items, drill down to the system state and select it. In the lower left corner, select the location to which the backup is to be restored. To restore the system state, select Original Location. Click the Start Restore button in the lower right corner. A warning box appears stating that you will overwrite the existing state. Click OK to start the process. Remember that you can restore the system state as a way of restoring the registry. Backup user data with Windows XP. The Windows XP Backup Utility, Backup.x, supports several types of scheduled backups. Full backup, also called a normal backup. All files selected for backup are copied to the backup media. Each file is marked as backed up by clearing its archive attribute. Later, if you need to recover data, this full backup is all you need. After the backup, if a file is changed, its archive attribute is turned on to indicate the file has changed since its last backup. Copy backup. All file A selected for backup are copied to the backup media, but file A are not marked as backed up, meaning file A archive attributes are not cleared. A copy backup is useful if you want to make a backup apart from your regularly scheduled backups. Incremental backup. All file A that have been created or changed since the last backup are backed up, and all file A are marked as backed up, meaning file A archive attributes are cleared. Later, if you need to recover data, you'll need the last full backup and all the incremental backups since this last full backup. Differential backup. All file A that have been created or changed since the last full or incremental backup are backed up, and file A are not marked as backed up. Later, if you need to recover data, you'll need the last full backup and the last differential backup. Daily backup. All file A that have been created or changed on this day are backed up. Files are not marked as backed up. Later, if you need to recover data, you'll need the last full backup and all daily backups since this last full backup. The two best ways to schedule backups are a combination of full backups and incremental backups, or a combination of full backups and differential backups. When using a full backup and incremental backups to restore all the data, you must use a full backup and all the incremental backups since the full backup was made. When using a full backup and differential backups, you only need the full backup and the last differential backup. For a business with heavy data entry, suppose you decide you need to backup every night at 11:55 p.m. To implement this backup plan, you might decide to schedule 2 backups, a full backup each Friday at 11:55 p.m., and a differential backup each Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11:55 p.m. To schedule a backup, do the following. 1. Open the Backup Utility and click the Schedule Jobs tab, as shown in Figure C12. Select a date on which you want to schedule a backup, and then click the Add Job button. 2. The Backup Wizard opens. Follow the directions on screen to make these selections. Choose to backup file A, drives, or network data that you select. Select the drives, folders, or file A you want to backup. Select the storage device and folder to save the backup. Assign a name to the backup file. Select the type of backup, normal, copy, incremental, differential, or daily. Recall that a normal backup is a full backup. Decide whether you want to verify the data after the backup and compress the data. Decide whether you want to append the data to an existing backup or replace an existing backup. To choose to perform the backup later, select Later and give the job a name, as shown on the left side of Figure C13. Decide how often the backup will occur. See the right side of Figure C13 where the backup is scheduled for each Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11:55 p.m. 3. When the wizard completes, it gives you an on-screen report summarizing information about the backup. Besides the folders that contain documents, spreadsheets, databases, and other data files, you also might want to back up these folders. Email messages and address book. For Outlook and Outlook Express, backup this folder, /documents and settings /username /local settings /application data /Microsoft /Outlook. Internet Explorer Favorites List. To backup any favorites list, backup this folder, /documents and settings /username /favorites. To recover files, folders, or the entire drive from backup using Windows XP Backup Utility, click the Restore and Manage Media tab on the Backup Utility window, and then select the backup job to use for the restore. The Backup Utility displays the folders and files that were backed up with this job. You can select the ones that you want to restore. That will be all for this episode of C-Tech. Make sure you tune in next Monday for Chapter 11, Optimizing Windows. Thank you for watching C-Tech, and make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell icon so you won't miss any future episodes of C-Tech.